What's going on, people? So not too long ago, I was doing some past crate things, and they were like super late, right? Remember that? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Either way, I was saying that I need to get back into doing these like in a more timely manner. And this all elite crate or whatever, it came in on Friday, right? It's only Sunday, so a little bit better. I was gonna do it yesterday, but what was I doing yesterday? I don't know. I had a bunch of errands to run or something, and then I just didn't feel like doing video stuff afterwards because I still got a lot of things to edit. But hey, it's 2 days, right? So an improvement has been made. So man of my word, if nothing else, right? Either way, yeah, like I said, all elite crate. And then I also have this bag over here that I'll get to in a second, Like that'll be after this, right? But either way, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up, see what's going on in here. So how are you guys doing this fine Sunday? I just almost cut my thumb off. Did you see that? Yeah, so how are you guys doing this here fine Sunday? Hopefully you're enjoying it so far. It's like 10 in the morning here, so I've still got the whole day ahead of me, for the most part. Been up for a long while. Played some Borderlands this morning. Couldn't sleep, so I just woke up. It's like 5 in the morning. Figured, hey, let's start the day now. Either way, so there's that side of this, right? So I'm going to flip it around, and there's that. That has spoilers and stuff, so hopefully you didn't look at that if you didn't want to see that. But whatever. That's your thing. So got some shirts on top, because there's often shirts on top. Let's see what they are, huh? Let's see, get that all pulled out. And this is, hey, CM Punk, best in the world. That's a pretty cool shirt, right? I've got a couple of these now. Like, you asked me a year or so ago, I'd have like 2 CM Punk shirts. Now I've got like what feels like a million, Between the crates and various other ones that they sold. Here's another one. Well, not necessarily a CM Punk shirt, or is it? No, it's a DMD shirt. So there you go. This is the other shirt for this one. This one, I mean, it's not terrible. I don't know, it's a lot of red, but I mean, for obvious reasons. But I think I said the same thing possibly about the last shirt. That was in a pro wrestling crate, though. So let's keep this train moving, huh? Right here, we have Evil Uno, right? Micro Brawler, he might be like the last remaining, yeah, he's the last remaining Dark Order Foundation member or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Founding father? Whatever word I'm looking for, that one. But this is pretty nice though, I do like this. Because I mean, so often I see these things, they're all just kind of like the standard, standing like that thing. But this one, he's actually got his little pose going, so that gives him some extra points, the customization, right? And then there's this. This is from the Acclaimed, and I have no idea what this is. Oh, some headphones, okay. Which makes sense, right? Some Acclaimed headphones, right? I mean, I don't think they're going to compete with my one more ANCs, but, they're free, so they've got, like, that as the advantage, right? Now, this right here. This is the Best of All Elite Wrestling Dark Volume 2. So I'm sure there's some solid matches on there. There usually are. I just don't, watch the show, right? I watched, the first 5 episodes, and I know I went over this before. It was just, it's hard to get into because each show was, a different length, and I was like, I don't want to deal with this. But I'm going to assume that, and there's the back of it for people who want to see the back. I'm going to assume that there's some pretty decent stuff on here, right? Because it's the best, right? So it's gotta be good. That's what you would think. Though I've seen some bad bands make best of albums, and it's like, how can you make a best of when you're terrible? Well, I guess if it's your best, that doesn't necessarily mean it's everybody's best. Either way, let's get back on this. So there's that. There's a sticker, right? So this is the Proud and Powerful. So you got Santana and Ortiz. So there's that. Big fan of them. I've got a couple of their figures lying around. Actually, they're very much lying down because they fell over recently. At least one of them did. So anyways, let's go keep this going. This right here, you have, what is this, a Malakai Black and someone else. And actually, I'm trying to get this thing open, but either way, I'll have to deal with that later. Looks like it's just like another one that's both of his faces in there, right? There we go. Now you can see both of them. So one is just him, and the other one's the mask. So that's pretty cool, though, how they did that. So I do think that's a pretty awesome way to make these pins, you know what I'm saying? So cool. Again, the customization and taking things up a notch. And then we have this little keychain, Jade Cargill, right? For some reason I had to stop and think what her name was, but yeah, that's pretty cool too. I don't really make use of keychains because I don't really make use of keychains, right? But that kind of makes me want to have more keys, you know? And then there's a poster. So you're seeing it before I do, but I can kind of see through it just a little bit. Who will become the first AEW World Champion? Jericho, Hangman, All Out. I think, isn't this the poster I have in my room? I think so. So that's pretty cool. I remember that, you know, and of course I remember thinking, oh man, like I was hoping Hangman would win. I mean, he didn't, obviously, you know, not to spoil it for you. But it was kind of expected when you think about it, like, you know, on a larger scale, because, you know, it's a new company, like, Jericho's a little more known, right, to say the least. And so we have this. You're seeing it before I do, because I like to get you guys that first glimpse. And it is Wardlow. I was just watching an episode of Dynamite with this guy on there, which doesn't really say a lot, because he's on all the episodes of Dynamite lately. But yeah, it was the one where he won that title, that TNT title. So maybe he still has it. I haven't seen last week's episode yet, so, you know, gotta get to that. And now that concludes the crate. So this bag here, you know, just open this up real quick. So here's the thing, right? It's loosely related because it's all from the same umbrella, right? Pro wrestling tees and all that stuff. But I'm running off to Comic-Con in a couple days. So, and since it's like one of those mask events, you know what you call it? Forget what they call those things. But either way, I needed to have some masks. So got this one, got this Dark Order one. So that's pretty cool. These other two, like this Jericho one over here. And then past that, you got this here Hangman Page one over here, right? So I've had these last two before, but I don't know. I guess I lost them because I haven't seen them in forever. And I didn't feel like looking for them. So took advantage of that sale during their last pay-per-view, and so now I have some new ones. I'll be ready for later. But yeah, so that's it for me. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I will be doing this unboxing for the last set of AEW figures that came in the mail, whatever that's called. So if you want to see that, it should be up around the same time as this. Maybe not too long after, at least, you know? Later, people. Oh, and then there's some shoes, too. That'll happen eventually, though.